right, let me make sure I'm sharing the audio better. Whoa. I don't know if you guys could see that on the fucking stream, but that was pretty intense.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, it like did the old virus thing you used to send your friends where you click on a link and then it opens 10,000 times.
That's fucking funny.
I didn't see that.
Once we
Any regions popping off early? Well, shit, I guess the west side's not even running yet, are they?
No, they're just.
We're starting to pop. Houston's already got 4 on the board, I think.
I think Rochester.
I shared the tab.
Sean and STC has 2 thrown up already.
I might just have to go back to the old traditional Zoom version because I don't know if this YouTube thing's working.
Well, I just shut off the volume to my YouTube that I've got both running. Then I was getting double feedback. It was pretty funny.
Oh, so there was volume coming out though.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we're good then.
It was just slightly delayed, so I was like, "Why am I hearing everybody say everything twice?" And then I just turned it off.
Because it's coming through my computer, then out my computer back to you. All right, I think we're good. I'm sure the crowd will tell me if we're not. Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you start hyping up some of these vans and going through some of these competitions we have today? I'll pull up the matchups for you to look at.
Yeah.
I need you to take up some time so I can set some shit up.
Yeah, I got you, dude. Obi, you want to jump on it with me?
The rain delays.
I was just waiting for that to show up. Yep, I got you.
All right, bet. Well, fuck.
Cool,
It looks
cool.
like right now Missoula coming back from
Hold
the
on.
dead.
I got you. I'm setting you up here for a second. I'm gonna give you the matchups for today, and then who's in, who's out,
Cool.
and everybody can just kind of talk about what they're seeing.
Jordan just wanted to send it. I love it.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
He said, "Whatever's on the screen, I'm reading it."
Yeah, appreciate the enthusiasm. That's cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired of hearing about Las Vegas. So you know what I mean. My East Coast blood is running thick right now.
Why? Because they're better than Reno.
Underdogs, then.
Hey, you leave me alone. There might be a little bit of a bittersweet thing there. I was the desert market. Now Vegas took it over, but it's nice to see the growth definitely in the window products. It's glad to see Vegas.
I'm kind of excited about our underdogs this year.
Which underdogs do we? I was gonna say
Ogden's
which
on
one?
a fucking tear right now.
Get this fucking thing out of there. There we go. All right, there's your matchups for the day, Jordan. Can you see those?
Pulling it up on my big screen right now, too.
And this complicated ass spreadsheet's how I have to do this every time.
Dude, it was perfect. I got to mow my lawn last session. You asked me, hey, you want to hype everybody up? And I was done. So it worked out perfect. Reporting to you live from March Madness.
No, you don't have to
If
be
you want,
weird
Jordan,
about it.
come to
You
my
can
house
just go
next
through.
to Mo.
I know. I knew I was gonna get shit on for saying some shit like that.
Sunday, but on Saturday instead.
It's like Taco Tuesday, but on a Wednesday.
Hey, Stu,
Yeah,
do you mind letting me in on my computer?
I got you.
Sweet, thank you. Appreciate it.
Your CI survey bought you a seat, but you're only going to need the lead.
I might be able to pull up both the YouTube and. See.
Obi, go.
Oh shit.
I've-
Okay,
I've
I'm
asked
trying
you
to
guys
figure out how to
15 times to talk through this, and nobody's doing it. So somebody
Well,
just do it.
while you're having technical difficulties, I'm also
Okay.
having technical difficulties. We're in this, so we're pulling up the bracket right now.
So, you see Denver 3, Bozeman, Tucson, OKC, Spokane 4, and Missoula, Tri-Cities 2, Federal Way, Salt Lake City, Bremerton 1, ATX 1, Bellingham, Colorado Springs, Tri-Cities 1, Idaho Falls, Ogden, PDX 5, and Eugene 1. Looking in the green so far. What we want to get right now is a huge competition into this this last clinched position here. We have Reading is going to be competing for this spot to be into the top 2 in his bracket, to be able to have a success like they did this last year in the footsteps of John Stromberg. John, what do you have to say about that competition today?
Ooh, that's all Seth, man. Seth, I may have given him a little shove in the right direction, but Seth has rebuilt this team from the ground up in the last 3 months. And those guys are on a mission, man. They're trying to break every record that Reading has already put up here in this office. And like I said, man, they have a fire under their ass, man, and they're trying to go back to back. So I don't see nothing getting in their way, honestly.
I mean, dude, they had the equivalent of a canvas torn ACL with a flat tire yesterday and still finished at the top of the leaderboard. You know what I mean? So it's cool to see that drive out of Reading early and often.
Exactly, man. Really not quite sure if there was some foul play by Travis. We know he has a lot of friends, a lot of secret agents up here in Reading. So, you know, could have stopped by and flattened the tire, let the air out, because we filled it up and nothing was wrong with it. So
even
not
with
sure what
the
happened there.
even with the foul play call there, it seems like Reading really just became a dominant force after they got out to the field. I heard Seth had him knock the close by neighborhood when the tire was flat. That's how you get results right there, and we love it.
Absolutely, man.
You know, it's crazy to see Obi, if you want to talk about a little bit with Rochester. They started out super hot, but now they're clinched in this final day today. What do you think is going to happen today? Who are they versing?
I got to be honest with you, man. They're up against that powerhouse of San Diego 1. It's actually not a bad squad down there. They're 4-4 so far.
They blanked yesterday.
Stu, you got to let me just hype them up so Ryan keeps getting out there and getting after it. No, it's cool because Ryan's definitely set a new standard with his squad. I don't know if you guys see, but every day on the leaderboards, the individual leaderboards, we used to just see Ryan Anderson. Now we see Ryan, Alan, Josh, and they have that new hire, Alexis, who's really kind of taken off. So I wouldn't be surprised if they popped off for another 15-day on a Saturday, which is rare to see.
It's awesome to see, man. It's really cool. And we were just talking about Reading, Tucson, man. They remind me a lot of Reading last year. I mean, they're putting up some crazy numbers, even more consistent than maybe Reading back then. I have no idea. I haven't pulled the numbers on it, but man, that's a cool competition, you guys. Somebody else start talking.
Yeah, I got to say, I back to the Las Vegas thing. It is a little bit bittersweet, but it's nice to see Vegas catching their stride. They have 84 leads already this month. I think that was pretty much their record this time around last year. So it's cool to see them taking off. Riley's definitely growing, and they have 2 complete vans who pretty much contribute all the time. Now, some sleeper vans this year. Does anybody have some vans they thought they would do better? I'm honestly kind of disappointed in Eugene 3. I thought all 3 Eugene vans were going to put up a fight and end up in the bracket there, but it seems like Eric took a little bit of a coffee break this month.
Oh, it seems like it. And I love seeing that we got a couple of Spokane vans up in the top. Of course we do, but a couple that are clinched in this final day.
If you haven't noticed, was Brizzy the van or driver a Spokane Van 1? Because it seems like the Spokane Van 1 legacy has fallen down a little bit. Obviously, Tyler doing a solid job keeping it alive against Rochester up there. Definitely warms my heart to have that one loss.
No, he was Spokane. He was Spokane 3.
Yeah, he
Spokane
was Spokane 1's Kobe. He just had a kid. He just got back. And some
pushing
people
through
thought-
adversity.
Yeah, he lost a few good key players along the way when he came back and set some expectation, but he's rebuilding and coming back already.
Well, then I'll eat my words and I'll give a shout out to Brizzy and his legacy he's left, because Spokane 3, one of the few vans that are 8-0 with 86 leads on the month already as well. So obviously kind of a dynasty coming out of the Spokane vans up there.
Yeah, definitely a lot more than what we had last year.
I
I
love
will say-
seeing OKC up here. I got to shout out Eddie Brumley. He's come out of the woodworks out of nowhere. He's actually an OG that used to knock with Daryl back in the day. He knocked at Penguin, if a couple of you guys know where that's at, but he's an OG for sure, and it's cool to see him competing this week.
He's building
Telling
a
you-
hell of a team out there in OKC, yo. I'm super proud of Eddie.
Telling you, man, if you guys could get his brother-in-law, Anthony Soto, you would have a
Oh, we're
killer
working on
chemistry.
it. Oh, Daryl, wait, I think we'll get something in the woodworks. That would be really cool. Eddie, you got to hit me up on something like that.
A
He
trade
was
is
my
commencing.
Orion at that place, at the old place. He was my Orion, definitely. So get him in here. I tried a few years back, but he wouldn't do it.
Well,
You guys were just talking about Eugene 3 kind of sitting back this last week and taking a couple L's, man. It kind of, got the team trending downwards a little bit momentum wise. But I'm looking at the matchups today, and I do see that they're up against Federal Way. That could be a real devastating upset for Federal Way, because I know those guys in Eugene 3 are pretty focused on the task at hand today. Also looks like we could have an upset. Denver 3. That's Ellie, am I right?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think so.
No,
Yeah, you got that right there, John.
Yeah, PDX 2, man. They can turn it on at any. We've seen Denver 3 kind of have some days where they've really struggled, other days where they're putting up 20 plus. So anything could happen in that matchup as well. Any other upset matchups that any of you guys have an eye on?
Well, I'm looking at the fact that you were talking about Federal Way versus Eugene 3. That entire group E, we have Salt Lake City at 5-2-1, Bremerton at 5-3, and Federal Way at 5-3. We have 3 people contending for that second place spot in this bracket right here. So it's kind of anybody's games. Looking at the matchups, Salt Lake City is going up against Billings, Bremerton up against San Diego 2. I mean, you got your boy Travis over there. He better put up a big fight against Bremerton, maybe knock him off.
I think they woke up with flat tires today too.
Did you have a long drive last night too, John?
I think we're going to see a good fight come out of the Ogden Yakima competition today. They've had their ups and downs, but they've both been pushing hard this last competition. So I think we're going to see a good fight come out of that bracket today as well.
Yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying, but my Cornerstone Killers are going to take this, guys. I'm sorry to say. I mean, it's been a crazy-ass rebuild in February, but this March, I know we have our ups and downs, but as of yesterday, showing them those red, that's what gives him heat them up, just sending those. It's kind of like our own red lines, right? Just showing them those numbers. After they see that, then they get pumped. So San Diego, anybody against Federal Way right now, they were putting up those crazy numbers with just 2 people. I think it was just Chase and Cooper. So now they got a solid team. It just took a little bit of showing them how to write, but we'll see what happens today.
Something fun to see that came out of nowhere. That was awesome to see. Was Austin 1. We got our new mothership that's showing up in this competition, and PDX 5 and Austin 1 are the only 2 from 2 motherships that are in this competition bracket in the green. So it's really cool to see what's going on here. And even on the bracket, we have Bellingham and Austin 1. It comes down to today to see who qualifies for that finals, that Sweet 16, for what we're looking for that hat. Something that you guys want to push for, especially today, is just get as many as you possibly can to get those points up also, because they'll mean a lot in this last little bit, especially if you're tied with your score. A big thing everybody is pushing for is excitement, and keep your hype up in your chats, boys. Today is the day to do it.
You know, you're bringing up Bellingham, man. That's a team full of grain canvassers, including their CM.
Yep.
All they've been doing this whole time right now is just. And I don't think you guys understand. They've only been alive for like 2 months. For them to be putting up these consistent numbers, I literally just taught the CM how to canvas yesterday. So I mean, this guy's. Sorry for my language, guys.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited for that Idaho Falls Tri-1 matchup. I know it's not necessarily going to dictate the Sweet 16 or anything, but it's still going to be a damn good fight on both ends, I think.
And if Idaho Falls decides to kick it back into gear, they've had a couple of rough days the last couple of days. And I think if they kicked it back into gear, it'd be a really fun competition coming into maybe the Final Four.
Yeah, one of the ones I want to talk about is Logan, man. Like, even though they're just into the consolation prize bracket, my boy Eric there has been by himself all month long and has been taking out teams that should be taking him out by himself. Like last week, I think he went 3, 5, 5, 7, and 5 last week, and just crushing competitions all by himself.
Hell yeah, that's pretty awesome. I love seeing those lone soldiers out there just kicking ass.
And even you guys that started out, maybe you're new canvas managers that aren't making it up into these brackets this year. Guess what? Your fight is to fight next year. Fight and grow somebody so that you can have a position in this, or even be in our positions maybe this next year. It's a big fight, and right now you're learning. And like I said this morning, your failures are what's going to teach you moving forward. So keep your head up and keep grinding. Today is the day to prove it.
Which TM has the most teams still alive here?
I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3. 1, 2, 3.
It almost looks like a three-way tie between Luis, John, and Brizzy.
Yeah, I was going to say Luis is way up there. It actually might just be Luis. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teams on a line. Well, not counting clinched, I guess. So, yeah, Brizzy takes the cake on the clinched part with John. So, yeah, I think it's a three-way tie-ish.
Yeehaw, Cornerstone Killers. West Side.
I did just get notified. Everybody wants to hear this. Leads will start getting input into Salesforce at 1 p.m.
Our time or which time?
10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
All right. I think I might have to switch off the YouTube and go straight to Zoom. Just because the volume keeps going in and out. So I'm going to go straight to, I'm going to send the Zoom link out to everybody, but I'm going to tell them audio only to stay muted. All right. Stop in the YouTube stream.